Okay, so this video is going to show you how to properly shut down the shop for the weekend on a Friday night / Saturday morning when third shift gets off, or for anyone who sees this who needs to shut down for the day. This is how to properly and safely shut down all the machines, numbers 1 through 7, plus thermolators, hot runners, conveyors, grinders, dryers, and then also the chiller and compressor. So this will show you how to completely shut it down in order. Obviously that order will vary depending on what is running that day. So without further ado, let's get into it. So throughout the video, you're going to hear me reference machine numbers. If you don't know what I'm referring to, I'm going to show you right now. Each machine, you're looking at the machine, each machine on the back, this is technically the side of the machine, but each machine is numbered with a number. This is machine 1, press 1. Come over to this machine, this is press 2. Continue, press 3, press 4, that is press 5. You can't see it, it's right there. Press 5, this is press 6, this is press 7, right up there, it says 7. So we're going to start with press 1. I'm going to show you what to do, how to shut it down at the end of the night on a Friday before you go home. So starting with 1, walk over to the terminal right here. This screen is black. This goes for any machine except 7, but I'll show you. This screen is black. All you have to do is tap the screen. If that doesn't do it, tap it a couple more times. Nothing will get changed, nothing will affect anything. You're just triggering it to turn on. It won't do anything. If you start to shut down, you'll notice once the screen is on that this button is going to be right here. It's going to be green. What that is saying is that the press is continuously running in a cycle, meaning it's making parts continuously like it does all day, every day. What you want to do, once the screen is on, you want to come over and hit the button next to the screen. What that button does is it's going to finish the cycle it's on. It's going to finish making the part, open up, the robot's going to come grab the part, come put the part wherever it needs to go, and then the robot's going to return back up top, wherever that safe position is. When the robot is back up top and the mold is open, you have successfully stopped the cycle. So now that the cycle is stopped, what you need to do, once the mold is completely open, the robot's back up top and nothing is moving, and that yellow button is on, what you need to do is come down to this orange switch and turn it. It will turn the light on. What this allows you to do is interact with these buttons. This switch, when it is on, will let you manually move the barrel so we can purge the material. Now that the orange light is on, you want to look at this first row of buttons, specifically these two and these two. What these two buttons do, this one brings the barrel forward. This one brings the barrel backward, that way. We want to hold the one button that brings the barrel backward, so we can move the barrel and purge it successfully. So to do that, put your finger over this button, push, and while you hold it, you'll notice that it slowly moves back. You just keep holding it until it gets all the way back. There, it stopped. So now once it stops, you can let go of this button. So, the barrel is brought back all the way. What you now want to do, and this goes for every press, we'll go over more with each press as we do it. You want to come to this door, right side of the terminal. Just grab the handle, slide it open. You want to come over to this. This is what has material. This is called the hopper / dryer. So this is a lock. This keeps it locked in place. You can't move it. It's going to be further back that way. So what you need to do is just turn it to the right to unlock it, and you want to slide it forward to where it's at about now. don't want to go all the way. Have material go all over the floor. It'll be a mess. It's not fun to clean. So now that you have moved the hopper towards you just enough so it's not feeding material to the barrel, like I just showed you, but you want to always check for it on these hoppers. These hoppers up top have a little box with a red and a green switch. If those red and green switches have a light that is on, and you'll be able to visibly see it, what you want to do is turn it off. So you can either get a ladder, a stool, something to step on safely, climb up, right up here, you stand here, you go and push the buttons, or if you can reach it, you take this stick that is usually at every machine right around this area, and if you can reach it, you can poke them. So now I'm going to show you what they look like when they're on, and now I'm going to show you where they need to be to ensure it's off every time. So I hopped up here. So to ensure that this is off and not continuously drying material at 100, 200, 300, however many degrees, you want to make sure that these switches have the circle pushed in up top. This would be if it was on. See the little light? You can see that from down there. I know it doesn't seem like it, but trust me, you can see it from down on the ground. And you can hear it. You'll hear it blowing. So you just want to make sure it's pushed in by the 0, just like that. That's saying it's off and it's not drying material. Once you've managed to successfully turn the dryer off and it's slid forward and locked in place, you want to climb back down safely if you had to climb up, or if you were able to get away with using the stick to turn it off, just put the stick back in this area, come, close the door. Once the door is closed, you want to come back to the screen. You want to make sure this button is on. It should stay on. It should almost never turn off. However, if for whatever reason it turns off, all you have to do is push and hold the button for about 2 seconds. If that doesn't do it, flip the switch like that, and then press and hold again for 2 seconds, and it will turn on. So you're back down here, that button is on, the orange button is on. What you need to do is purge the barrel empty of material. It's not good to let it sit over the weekend or over a long period of time and cool off. It could damage the barrel, which is not good. It's not a fun fix. It's not a cheap fix. So what you want to do is now you want to look at these 2 buttons. So what this button does is it tells the machine and the barrel that they need material if that was lined up. Because we slid it over, the material can't reach in the barrel. So we don't need to worry about this. What you want to do is hold this button. What this button will do is it's going to empty all the material in the barrel. It's going to shoot it right in that area. That's why we wanted to make sure the barrel is back, because if the barrel was forward, it would shoot the material through the mold, and you would have a mess everywhere. You don't want that. So don't rush. Take your time with it. Make sure the barrel is back and you can see the tip of the barrel. So, like I said, you can see the tip of the barrel. Now what you want to do, like I said a second ago, is come back to the machine and look at this button. And all you want to do, while having your finger on it, not pushing it yet, but keep it lined up, come look at the barrel and hold that button. And what that's going to do is it's going to empty the barrel of material. So, I already did that, but I'm going to do it again just so you can see. I did it before I recorded this video. And now, we'll do it one more time so hopefully you can see what it should do. So, like I said, hover over this button, watch the barrel, the tip, and hold that button down. As you see, it's shooting material. Once it's done shooting, give it about 1 to 2 more seconds while continuing to hold it, and then let go. You successfully emptied the barrel of material. So, once that's done, you want to come, empty the barrel, come back to the screen again. You want to take this button, and you can leave it or you can turn it off. It doesn't matter at all. I normally leave it orange on because it just shows that the machine is in manual essentially. But what you want to come do is come up to the top, and you want to come to this button, and you want to click it off, and you want to come to this button and click it off. This button turns the press functions on. It basically makes it so you can't move anything, you can't open or close the mold, you can't move the barrel back or forth, or shoot or fill material. It tells the machine, stop being able to do anything, turn it off. This button is the heat of the barrel, what melts the material. Those bands control the heat, the heater bands, complicated stuff, we don't need to get into it. But essentially, this button is just turning the heat to the machine on. So, with these two buttons off, and this button either on or off, doesn't matter, the last thing you want to do is completely shut the machine part of things down. Just come to the screen. Now you want to look at the hand next to the yellow button. Click the hand, and that's it. You have successfully shut the machine down. So the best thing to do once the machine is shut down is directly turn around and look at the conveyor. The reason I do this is because it's right here. You might as well turn it off while you're here so you don't forget. It's not a big deal if you forget to turn these off, but it's good to get in the habit. It saves power. It's a good habit, and there'll be less noise at the end of the night. It'll help reassure you shut everything down. So what you want to do is look at the conveyor, and somewhere either hanging here or mount it right here like it is, maybe over here hanging, or maybe even on the other side. You want to look for the power strip. If you can't find it, find the cable, trace it back to the outlet, right? Or look at the outlet, trace the cable, come right here. So all you got to do is successfully turn the conveyor and the fan off. One click, just hit this button. Anything plugged into the switch, obviously, will be turned off. So the scale, if the scale's plugged in, the fan and the conveyor. Everything is off. It's easier that way, so you're not unplugging things, and the guys have to replug everything in after Monday morning. It gets complicated and time-consuming. They have to find everything, It's easiest just to turn it off and the power strip. So next, directly from the terminal and the conveyor, you want to walk straight down. You want to look for this device. This is called a thermolator. This is what controls the temperature of the water to the machine and the temperature of the water to the mold inside the machine. So what you want to do, it won't be flashing like this. The camera, for some reason, makes it flicker. I don't know why. It won't look like this. It will be solid, it won't be flickering, nothing will be flickering. But you want to come to this. You'll see that this green light is on. It says run, meaning this is running. If you put your hand on it, you'll feel it like vibrating and moving. All you want to do is come to the red button that says stop next to the green one. Hit the red button. You'll know it's successfully turned off when that run light turns off. This is crucial. You cannot forget to turn these off. It can be very dangerous. Things can overheat. It's not kept an eye on, especially when nothing's running. It's just kind of idling. The temperature's set. They don't do it as often as I'm making it seem, but it is very crucial to always make sure to keep your turns off. It can be a big safety. So from the thermolator, you want to work your way, and again, we're still on press 1. This is everything we've done so far is on press 1. You want to work your way around the back. Breakroom's right there for reference if you don't know what machine I'm talking about. But again, the number is always labeled on the machine. You want to come to the back of the machine and look for a device like this. Again, these things will not be flickering. The camera does it. It's just however, I don't know, something with the technology. That being said, you want to look for this machine. Not every mold and press will have this machine. We use it for about 1 out of every 5. So sometimes we'll have 1 to 2 going. We'll have 2 going at most, if any at all. We have 1 going for this press, for this mold. We have 1 going. So you'll know it's on because the lights are on and they're red. All you have to do is come to this big switch and turn this on. It instantly kills the power, and that's it. This is just as crucial, if not more, as the last step, turning the thermolator off. These hot runners are plugged into the mold, and these things can be set up to 5, sometimes damn near 600 degrees. That is very dangerous to just leave on, idling, not running, not being monitored over a 2 to 3 day period, even 1 day, half a day. It's very dangerous. These things are hot. They get hotter than ovens. Not this, but the signal it sends to the mold. The mold can get very hot. So always make sure it is off. And again, you'll know it's off because nothing will be on. And you'll know the switch is down, it's off, the switch is on, lights are on, obviously it's on. Flip it off, instantly kills the power. That's how you know hot runner is off. That's what it's called, hot runner. So that is it for press 1. And like I said, the number will always be there. Any point in the video, I'm referencing a number and I'm calling it machine 1, press 1, whatever number. And if you're unsure which one you're on, just go look on the side of it, on this main aisle. You know, just look around the machines. Like I said at the beginning of the video, they're always numbered, you know, to help you reference where you're at. So it is shut down. We're going to move on to press number 2. As you can see right there, number 2. Number 2 and number 3 are exactly the same as number 1. There's maybe one minor difference. I will show you that. We're going to walk through press 2 a little faster than we did 1, and then we're going to walk through press 3 a little faster than we did 2. But they're all the same, so if I go too fast on the explanation for 2 or 3, just reference the explanation for 1. It's the same exact machine. Everything is identical. Even the hot ones. The thermolator. Everything's identical. So, we're going to go press 2. I'll show you how to shut it down. Go a little quicker. You got this.